starting. Give me my numbers. Glasses, hair, makeup. Good to go. Alrighty. Alright, we're good. Okay. I'm so awkward about doing this. Alright.
You want me to start it? I can start it.
No, I got
don't
it.
care to.
I got it. I just got to figure out what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go ahead and
I
just
mean, this could be the
canvas.
intro of us just like talking through this, and then like, hey,
Yeah, might as well.
questionable.
I'll at
it's
least.
questionable coverage right now.
It is. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of our new podcast. We're calling this Questionable Coverage. I am your host Zach. This is your host Brett.
What's up, everybody? Longtime friends,
Longtime friends. 20 years.
dude.
20 years. That's crazy to
That's
think about.
insane.
How does it feel, Unk?
Oh gosh, don't do that. Don't do that. I can't do that.
All right. Well, one thing I figure we could probably do to go ahead and get started is like, obviously, we are fans of some same teams, some different. One team that we have in common is the Braves. As we can see in the background of Brett's, he's a Vols fan. Whatever. I'm a Georgia fan. Have been for. Let's see. When did they win their first natty? Oh, kidding. But if we're shut up. If we're talking baseball, then I'm a Red Sox fan. He's a retired Angels fan. He used to be.
Yeah.
Whatever. Now he just roots for the Braves. He only roots for the Braves because they're good.
No, I don't.
I like the Braves
Don't
too,
say
though.
that.
I can't say much. Basketball. If we're talking college, Duke guy, not just a bandwagon. I got ties to Duke. All right. Brett's also a Duke fan. Let's see
I
what
got a
else
letter from him for college.
he did.
I did.
He doesn't know how to read, so he didn't know that when he first got it.
Questionable.
Questionable. 30 years old. Can't read a book.
Question.
Let's see what else we
can't
got.
read
NBA. I don't really follow the NBA very closely anymore, but like all through high school, I was a big Celtics fan back in the Isaiah Thomas, early Jason Tatum days. You've kind of bounced around a little bit. You've always been more of just like a LeBron fan, right?
I'm a LeBron guy, but now I'm starting to settle more into a Lakers fan because just like I grew up watching Kobe, and then basically I was like Kobe started getting like towards the end of his career, I would say, a little bit when LeBron started picking up everything, and so the move to Miami was like because all my buddies in middle school were like, dude, Heat fans. I was like, I'll just jump on. Why not?
Yeah, might as well.
But now it's fully LA Lakers fan because of Luka.
All right. And then NFL. Boy, oh boy.
This is a meeting of
I haven't always been an
rivals.
NFL fan. I will be the first to admit that. I've only been an NFL fan seriously for probably the past 6 years.
Yep.
So when I first started rooting for NFL teams, I was looking on purpose, believe it or not, I was looking on purpose for a team that was bad so that in hopes I could end up one day rooting for a team that was like, oh, they suck, they've always been bad, into someone who like skyrockets into being good.
The Bears.
The Bears. It was the natural choice.
Oh, sidebar, they're leaving Chicago.
They are not leaving Chicago. Don't say that.
Yes, they are.
They are not leaving
They're-
Chicago.
They're going.
We'll talk about this more later. They're not leaving Chicago. Brett is a Dallas Cowgirls fan. So,
Cowboys.
call it what you want. Just saying. I know I'm a Bears fan. They haven't won a Super Bowl since he was born. Yeah, it has. It's been 30 years.
When's
All
the
right.
last time the Cowboys won? 80?
95.
Oh, gosh.
You
I
just
forgot
said
about
30 years and then said 1980 something. Dude, the 80s were
thought-
40
no,
years
that was the-
ago.
That was the. Was that the first one? Was that when like they started picking up? I can't remember the Dallas documentary. I gotta rewatch it, but shoo, yeah, that goes into a lot of the backgrounds of Jerry Jones.
All I'll say about the Cowgirls, Jerry Jones is about 20 years past being when he needed to retire.
Yes.
That's just what that is. All right. Well, got a few topics here we're going to touch on today. First one being the NBA Finals and some predictions for what we think. So, finals kick off in 20 minutes ago, actually, as of the start of this podcast. So, I think.
Let me check.
No, sorry. They started at 8:30. I thought they started at 8.
We
Anyways.
got 10 minutes to talk about it.
Perfect. 10 minutes to talk about it before it actually starts. What do we think?
Dude, the matchup between Wemby and Cat is going to be very interesting.
I agree. I'm all in
I
on the
think-
Spurs. I'll say that much. I am all in on the Spurs.
I'm rooting for the Spurs because they defeated the Thunder, and
Yes,
it needed to happen.
that is a
So.
big part of it. I've also just kind of grown into being a Wemby fan. Like, even though I'm not a Spurs fan, so to speak, I love Wemby. Dude's a freaking beast.
The newborn giraffe type vibes that I got from him, like when he first entered the league, I was like, I don't know if this kid's gonna make it. Well, he's made it all right.
Oh, he's made it. Like, first ever unanimous DPOY.
Which is
That's unreal.
never been the only person that has gotten close to that has been Marc Gasol, and Marc Gasol got it when he was with Memphis, and the only first place vote that didn't go to him went to LeBron.
Oh, please.
just saying.
LeBron getting a DPOY?
Second
No.
year in Miami. Second year in Miami. Trust me, he was close to getting it.
That's.
It was either second or it was either first or second year in Miami.
Let's just get some numbers here. Let's look up LeBron James. LeBron James. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, you gotta
Everything's
scroll for days.
no, everything's yellow. Why is everything yellow? Okay, so let's just pull up his Miami tenure. 2010-11 all the way through the 2013-14 season. LeBron was averaging 27 points, 1.7 steals, 0.7 blocks, but in his best year for steals and blocks you were correct. It was his second year, 1.9 steals, 0.8 blocks per game on 27.1 points per game. All defensive first team. He was fourth place in DPOY voting. He was second in DPOY voting the following year in
That's it,
12-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
That's
really
behind-
weird because
Behind Marc Gasol.
I see that, yeah, but I don't understand that because his numbers were technically
Better.
his second year by 0.2 steals.
Look at that Grizzlies team's record.
I ain't doing all that. We're not here for that. We're here to talk about the finals. We'll come back to that, but we're going to talk about the finals. So we got some series leaders. Victor Wembanyama, surprise to, I'm sure, nobody, 23, 10, and 2. And then on the other end of the spectrum with the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson, 27 points, 3 rebounds, 6.6 assists per game. But you got to think about this too. This is a center versus a point guard in this comparison, so that doesn't really.
It don't match.
Eh.
It don't match.
But then we look at the actual team numbers. We've got not San Francisco, San Antonio, 115 points per game. The Knicks have 120. statistically speaking, you know I'm a big numbers guy. Statistically
Knicks are better.
speaking, the Knicks are better on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, the better team on paper doesn't always mean much. You can look at the Dodgers
You can look
for
at the previous series for the Spurs.
true, but using a baseball example, you can look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers should never lose a game.
Lose.
They should never lose. They should go 162-0 as long as they have every player healthy on their team. But injuries and cold streaks and players just not doing what they need to do, like any number of things can lead to something on paper not translating to the actual game. So we'll see how that goes. Let's look at some more numbers here real quick. So the matchups we've got. Let's see. Who do we have? I don't have. Where's the team? What the
Did they
heck?
go back to the 2-3-2 format? No, they did the 2-2-1-1-1 format. Wait a minute.
Okay, we're gonna cut this part out.
They're
Why can I not see the lineups?
hey. Ground rule double for Ronald Acuna. Sidebar. Sorry, I'm watching the Braves game
No, you're fine.
on my phone. On my phone.
All right, we'll cut.
so-
We'll cut back to like what?
What?
Say what you were gonna say. I'm doing this to like remind myself to cut back to this part because I found the lineups.
I was gonna like when you did that. I was like, oh, just realizing that the first game is in San Antonio.
Perfect. Okay. Cutting cutting back to this part. Okay. All right. Now that my technical prowess has returned, talking about the comparisons. So we've got for matchups, we've got De'Aaron Fox on Jalen Brunson. I gotta go with Brunson.
Yeah,
I just
Jalen's-
feel like he's more effective when he's on the court.
Also, De'Aaron's also dealing kind of with an ankle that Lou Dort dove on.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that, but he did re-aggravate an ankle injury that he had dealt with throughout the Oklahoma City series. So I'm gonna give the edge to Brunson because one, All NBA first team. I think
hmm
he's averaging 26, 3, and 6.
Yeah.
on 47% field goal shooting.
Yeah.
And in his last game against the Cavs, he played 31 minutes, shot, and only needed 15 points
Yeah.
to
Like-
in a 130 to 93 rout of the Cavs.
He's just he's a lot more efficient. He's obviously healthier. I feel like he's got I could be wrong in saying this. I feel like he's got better weapons around him than De'Aaron Fox. Because, I mean, okay, because hear me out. You've got Jalen at the 1. You've got Hart at the 3. OG at the 4. Bridges at the 2. And then Cat at the 5. Cat, I won't say that Cat is better than Wemby. I don't think that he is. But I think that when you pair him with a better point guard in Jalen Brunson, I think that that duo is a better duo than Fox and Wemby. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if we're doing that comparison, I would absolutely take Brunson and Cat over Fox and Wemby. Not purely based on, like, one, but like putting the two of them together. That is the duo I would take.
I don't know. I think I would take Wemby and this is gonna sound funny. Not even De'Aaron. Give me Stephon Castle. Over
Okay.
De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Stephon Castle's averaging 7.7 assists a game. in the playoffs.
Wow. All right.
Also, or 7.4.
Tomato, tomato.
So, yeah, Stephon Castle averaging 16, 5, and 7 in his regular season. In the playoffs, in the Oklahoma City series, he averaged roughly, I would say, probably around 19, 6, and 7. So, but in the two biggest wins of the Oklahoma City series for San Antonio, Stephon Castle had in game 6, 17, 9, and 5. In game 7, he had 16, 6, and 6.
Wow.
I just feel like the young guns are gonna be more effective than. I mean, how old is Jalen Brunson? Dang, he's 29.
He's younger than you
Dang,
playing in the
he's
NBA Finals.
He's 29. Well, I mean, Wemby's 19, 20.
Well, yeah, I know.
22, sorry.
Ah.
22.
Either way, young fella.
As the finals get ready to kick off, I'm going to pause that. Go to
All right. Well, he's 22. I've got him pulled up here. And then, good Lord, born in 2004. I was 2 years 2 years before we met.
Okay, sidebar, sorry. Wemby's playoff run is 23, 10, and 4 blocks a game.
That's insane.
They just showed the stat on the pregame show that I've got it pulled up now on my phone. But yeah, the 23, 10, and it was like 3.4, 3.9.
That's
blocks.
crazy.
I mean, when he had the 12 block game, I am going to say this, he did have like 6 of the 12 were definitely goaltending because they all hit the backboard.
Goaltending doesn't apply to him. Clearly.
I mean, I honestly wish they would take away the goaltending rule in the NBA. Sidebar. Sorry.
I think that it would make for a lot more entertaining blocks.
Dude, okay.
Just to like
yeah,
go
finals.
up as it's flying, as it's like coming down. You just see Wemby just get up there and just smack the hound out of that thing, send it into the seats somewhere. That would be so cool.
Because in FIBA, which is like the FIBA World Cup, which is international basketball, they have a rule where if the ball is rolling on the rim, you can hit it off.
I did not know
like
that.
when you're playing in the Olympics, like there are multiple times, like Draymond Green, love him, hate him. His IQ, when a guy for, I think it was Slovenia, went up for a layup and it was rolling on the rim and about to drop in, Draymond went up and smacked it off the back of the rim. No goaltend.
Okay, so the Olympics go off of like European rules?
FIBA, yep.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay, I did not know that. I'm obviously more of a baseball guy, so all the basketball stuff is going to fall onto you anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's wrap up the NBA Finals with our predictions. What do you think is going to happen? I know we both have the Spurs winning, but you think you sweep? You think it goes to 7? What do you think?
I did talk about this earlier. I did say Spurs in 5, but I don't want it to be one of these like lopsided and then hey, the Knicks got one in New York and then boat race to the next 2. I'm gonna say Spurs in 7. I want to see 7 games out of these. I want it to be like the Oklahoma City Finals, Oklahoma City Thunder, Western Conference Finals.
Okay, I respect that. I know you're not going to do it. I'll do it.
You're picking the Knicks?
Heck no. I'm still going.
Oh.
I'm sticking with the Spurs. I think the Spurs go all the way. I think they sweep them. I don't think New York gets a game out of them. I'll be controversial. I'll say it. I have no shame in saying it. I don't totally believe it, but we can come back to this like if it happens or if it doesn't happen and I'm just like a complete idiot and like super wrong, or if I'm like Nail on the head, right? I'll talk about it right here. This is record of me saying it right now. I will look into the camera. I think that the Spurs are going to sweep the Knicks in the finals.
As he shakes his head, no.
I don't really think that. I think that the Spurs will give them a run for their money, but I think that it'll probably take them 5 or 6 games. I don't know if it goes all 7. If it goes, here's my conspiracy. If it goes all the way to 7, it's only as a cash grab.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because there's no way you look at these teams and it goes all the way. The Spurs, I want to say so bad that the Spurs are like far and away the better team. I don't know if I really fully believe that. Because I can look at the numbers. I can watch the games. But I just, I don't know. Because I think that with the Spurs being in the West, they have tougher competition. Because they went through Oklahoma City. Did they play Minnesota, or was that...
I think. Yeah, they went 6 games with Minnesota, I think. Don't quote me on that. But you got to look at the Western Conference. They were the 2 seed. They were the 2 seed.
Yes.
So they played in the first round. They played
They played the Trailblazers, number 7.
and the 7 seed.
Yes.
I mean, the Blazers were.
The Blazers were kind of mid, not going to lie. They didn't have a great season. I mean, Spurs beat them in 5. It was 4-1. I don't think that really anyone was expecting anything different on that one.
And then you get to the Minnesota series.
Yes.
I think if Ant doesn't get hurt, we're sitting here at a Knicks Thunder's final.
I can agree with that.
Ant's knee injury, even though he still played. I mean, I can't really say that because the Spurs are good. The Spurs are really good again, and I don't have a problem with it. I just want the Lakers to be competitive. I mean, they were 4th in the West, but that's fandom bias.
No, I understand. I wasn't exactly happy that the Celtics lost to the Sixers, but, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
I will say that I thought it was ridiculous how some of the 76ers fans were acting, because this was the first in the last 5 playoff series that the Celtics lost to the Sixers. And they're acting like they won the finals.
I mean,
What are we talking about?
I mean, they wanted the Knicks, and they got busted by the Knicks.
Yeah. Oh, we want
Also-
New York.
Also, side
Win,
note,
win, win, win.
Side note, thank you, NBA, for bringing back the Larry O'Brien Trophy on the court.
Did they?
Yes,
Sweet.
thank you for bringing it back. But I think the Spurs are going into this as a heavy favorite tonight. If you're a betting person watching this, which my counterpart is a betting person. Spurs are
Questionable
4.5.
coverage parlays coming next episode.
Yeah. We're going chumming with Huffy.
Don't let Brett anywhere near a bet
Don't
slip.
Don't let me. Yeah, I had that one good bet slip, and then I picked the wrong team to win the Super Bowl. Missed out on $2,000 on a $5 bet.
Yikes.
I picked the Bengals, your other team.
Listen, I got ties. All right, yeah, I got ties.
It's okay.
I don't root for teams randomly. Except for the Bears. That is literally the only exception.
That is the
and
random
I
team.
I refuse to be referred to as any type of bandwagon because I've been a fan since Justin Fields. I still believe in Justin Fields. I still love Justin Fields. I don't like that he went to Ohio State. Do what you will
He
with
left
that.
Georgia. Sorry.
Whatever. Point being, I still believe in Justin Fields, man. I do.
Where's he at?
Oh,
He's with Kansas City. I forgot about that.
I did too. Well, he'll never see the field again.
I mean, Pat Mahomes is coming off of a dislocated knee and an ACL tear, so he might see the field.
Yeah.
He's also got Travis Swift. Come on now.
Oh God, okay. Another episode. We're not even gonna touch on that. All right. I got the Spurs sweeping. You got them in 6,
Spurs in 7.
7.
Spurs in 7.
All right.
Literally.
It's perfect
Literally.
timing.
Literally.
I want to go to New York just to see the Statue of Liberty. Well, I erased my M. But, all right.
It's fine.
Let's talk baseball.
Now to your cup of tea.
Baseball season is fully underway. We are
40 games in. Or no,
a little more than that. We
50,
are 50.
59 games. Because the Braves are 40 and 19.
They're 41 and 20.
Okay,
We're
so
60 games in, 62 games in. I don't know.
61 games.
3/5 of the way through the season.
There we go.
2/5. I don't know.
We've got
61
100
games. Yes, we have hit the mark. There's 100 games left. I don't want to talk about Boston, so we're going to start talking about the Braves.
Oh, man, I wanted to talk about Boston.
We'll talk about Boston in a minute. Talking about the Braves. Best team in baseball?
I mean,
If you look at power rankings, a lot of people will have their like top 3 is going to be the Braves, the Dodgers, and the Rays? Who's going to see that coming?
where's the Yankees? Oh, wait, they can't beat a team over 500.
No comment. 6 and 4 in their last 10, by the way.
And they're losing big time right now, I think.
Good.
Going-
Let them lose.
Going to the ESPN app.
But talking numbers, the Braves have a positive run differential as of recording this podcast. As of recording, the Braves have a positive run differential of 110. The only team better, which I don't think anyone will really be surprised by this, is the Dodgers. Their positive run differential is 127. Good Lord. Who do you think has the worst run differential? Well, I've got it pulled up here. I don't know if you'll pick this one.
Can I throw a quick sidebar?
Of course.
Aaron Judge is not in the lineup for the Yankees.
Really?
You got Grisham in center, Belly in left, and Caballero in right.
Guess they're just giving him the day off. Probably needs to rest. He's too.
Yeah, they pulled Cole after 5 innings. Sorry.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Who do you think has the worst run differential right now?
The Giants. It's Tony Vitello and the Giants.
Negative 58. The Giants have a current record 23 and 38.
Tony V, you should have stayed in college.
That's tough, man. Well,
I
Well-
so wish you.
let's talk about that for a second. So, I think that Tony Vitello is a good coach. I'm not a UT fan, obviously, but I do have an immense amount of respect for Tony Vitello as a coach. I am fully in agreement with you that he should have stayed in college, but I don't think that it's completely fair to say that he's failing, like just outright failing, as an MLB coach. And the reason for that is because I don't think that the Giants had very high expectations anyways
No.
this year.
Buster Posey and I forgot their general managers. Is Posey the GM, right?
I think so, yeah.
They went out on a limb. They went after. They wanted Tony. Like that was the golden goose for them to get hopefully what they wanted to be, get the Giants franchise back on track.
I
Now they
lied.
waited.
I apologize. Zach Manasian? Don't know. He's the GM. Posey is the president of operations.
Generations.
Continue.
Well, Manassian and Posey. Tony was the golden goose.
He was.
You saw what he did. You saw what he did to a UT team that was like, I didn't even care about UT baseball until Tony's first year, when we got rid of all the bunt squeeze and get all the contact bats, as people like to say. You get all the contact bats into out of UT, and you get guys like Drew Gilbert, who's the starting center fielder for the Giants. Jordan Beck, starting left fielder for the Rockies. Pitchers like
Dolander.
Dolander,
Chase
Rockies.
Burns.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
another.
he was there.
He was there, but he didn't take advice from Tony Vitello, and I think Tony did kind of mess with his mindset when he said he should be a reliever and not a starter. Now look at him. He's a starter for the Reds, and he's kicking butt.
I don't know if he's their ace, but if he's not, then I don't know who is. If he's not, he should be. He's having a
Paddock or
great
something
year.
like that?
No, I don't think it's Paddock. Honestly, he might be their ace because
Because he didn't pitch against the Braves.
Mm-mm.
Like what? Well,
Oh,
while
did he?
I've got my PlayStation open right now. No, Hunter Green. Duh.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hunter Green can be your one, and then you got Lodolo and
Abbott.
Abbott.
So
Burns.
if you've got your
Brady
five,
Singer's the other guy.
yeah. So if you've got your five, I don't think that the Reds have a true ace.
Number one.
I think
yeah.
they have guys that are they have multiple guys that are good, but they don't have that guy. I'm not gonna look at Hunter Green and go out there, give me 7 strong innings, we'll get you out of there. If you let Hunter Green go for too long, you're gonna get 6 innings,
He'll get
5 or
shelled
6
after about the
strikeouts.
fourth or fifth inning.
Yeah, towards the end he'll give up 3 or 4 earned runs. I mean, that's not bad as a starter, but in comparison, when you've got other guys like
Yeah.
Abbott, if it's between the two of them, it's really hard to pick because Abbott is a really good lefty. Hunter Green, really good righty, flamethrower. Abbott, not so much a flamethrower, but he's got good stuff. And then Chase Burns he's kind of in the middle. He's a righty, obviously. He's not super big. How big is he? He's 6'3", 210. He's from Italy?
Yeah. His parents, he was born while his parents were on deployed.
Oh, yeah, military kid. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, looking at his numbers, just as an example, this year, he is Chase Burns. He's that guy. I take back everything I've said about him. 7-1, 196 ERA, 72 strikeouts on the season across 11 starts.
Is that better than Skeens? Is that better than Paul? There's no way.
Let's find out.
Paul did have a rough start to the year, but I mean, buddy.
He also plays for the Pirates.
That's
Paul
right,
Skeens, 6-5, 289 ERA, 75 strikeouts across 12 starts. Now, I think that Paul Skeens is having a Jacob deGrom problem. Best pitcher
team.
on a bad team. Because you look at... You just sit right there. Where is it?
So, but like I was saying, I think Tony should have stayed in college. We'll get back to when he gets back. I think Tony should have stayed in college. I think he should have ran it back one more year with UT. before going. But I think the opportunity presented itself with the Giants for him to get his first shot and first stint in the pros. So, all right, back to you.
I've always believed in Jacob deGrom. Just the same as I've always believed in Clayton Kershaw. I grew up as a Kershaw fan, not a Dodgers fan, but a Kershaw fan. All right. So
He's got another jersey.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I have a Clayton Kershaw jersey. But my point is, Paul Skeens has a Jacob deGrom problem in the sense that he is the best pitcher on a really bad team.
Yep.
Now, you look at like prime Jacob deGrom, back-to-back Cy Youngs in 1 year. In a full year, he had a sub-2 ERA. That doesn't happen anymore, especially nowadays. There's so much offense. It's unbelievable. But like the Pirates, they're the Pirates. They just suck. Like in the standings, they're fine. I think they're like second or third. Yeah, they're second right now behind the Brewers. But it's 33-28 with a run diff of positive 35. But you look at it, they're mediocre. Their home record is 18-15. Their away record is 15-13. They're not blowing teams out. Their defense is fine. Just don't look at O'Neal Cruz. And then you look at like the pitching. Name a pitcher for the Pirates that's not Paul Skeens, just off the top of your head.
Bubba Chandler.
Great. What's
Dennis Santana.
You're cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're cheating. That's exactly my point, though. You don't hear about him.
Mitch Keller.
Anyways, oh gosh, yeah, Mitch Killer. But anyways,
Soon from the Braves.
talking about, let's kind of circle this back to the standings. Let's just talk about like the top of each division. The Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah, we'll get to that. The Tampa Bay Rays, 36-23. Positive run diff of 5. Just 5.
That's
So they win games, but they don't win them by much. They are the Rays this year kind of remind me of like the Cardinals of the 70s, back in my day, where they play small ball a lot. Like I think they have the most bunts in the league. And it's because they have so much speed on that team. Like just as a singular example, Chandler Simpson is the fastest MLB player in the league right now.
yes, he is.
He could leg out a bunt to the pitcher. That is unheard of. That's just ridiculous. Followed by the Yankees. Now, I will try to keep this as purely unbiased as possible. But I don't think the Yankees are a great team. Obviously, the AL East is a little bit weaker this year than it normally is because you've got the Rays in first place, the Yankees in second place, and that's followed by the Orioles, Jays, and the Sox in that order. And again, with as little bias as possible, it's hard to look at the Yankees as like a World Series team when
They're not.
they're not. Yeah, just
That's the
as
problem.
it's as
Everybody
simple
thinks-
as that.
Everybody gets too high on their expectations for them, and then they get BTA in the American League Championship or the semis to the Blue Jays.
Hmm.
They always come up short.
They do. Like, this is going to sound so, like, one-sided just because I am a Red Sox fan. I I genuinely don't mean it to be that way, but like they haven't won the series since '09. Since '09, I think since 2010, as a team, they've spent over like 1.4 billion with a billion dollars in trades, free agent signings, extensions, all to just like the best result is losing the World Series. Like that's just not that's not cut out for long-term success because yes, you've got a perennial MVP, Aaron Judge. You've got former MVPs, Goldschmidt, Bellinger, guys like that, Cy Youngs, Garrett Cole. It's like that should be a team that goes against the Dodgers in the World Series year over year. I hope that that's not the case because that would just be incredibly boring to see every single year. But they should be better. They should be like, I think that on paper, they should be better than the Braves. I know that that is slanderous for me to say, but you look at who they have, you look at the division that they're in. The Rays are good, obviously, but they should not be in first place if you look at other teams. Obviously, the Red Sox being in last place, I'm very saddened by that, but just the things that happened at the start of the year, firing everybody. Shut up, man. Firing everybody, bringing up your AAA manager to fill in. You have guys like practically
Rafi Devers.
Voldemort. I have
The Rafi Devers trade.
I have opinions on Rafael Devers. I'll say this: Rafael Devers, good riddance. I know a lot of people in Boston loved him. I used to, but like over the last 3 or 4 years, good riddance. He's San Francisco. He's San Francisco's problem now, and I say more power to him. But guys like Greg Weissert, Zach Kelly, Trevor Story, Caleb Durbin, these guys, there's no other way to say it. These guys suck. They suck. Trevor Story is washed. Caleb Durbin hasn't been good since he's been there. Greg Weissert, just, there's not enough words in the English language to describe the negative feelings I have towards him. Zach Kelly, he just sucks. Like, he's never been great, but he just sucks now. And they have so much young talent on the Red Sox team, like Meyer, Anthony, Crochet. I would still consider to be relatively young. He's in his like late 20s, but I think that he's had a little bit of a struggle this year, but that's partly due to injuries. But I think that he's still in his prime, kind of. I think you could say that.
He's not really that old either. He was at UT for a year with Tony.
Yeah,
And he wasn't even a starter coming out of UT.
exactly. So, like, he has experience being in the pros. Obviously, he was with Chicago before he was with Boston. Blew it up in Chicago. Was having a great time out there. And then the Red Sox get a hold of him. Has a great first year. Then starts getting hurt. And then he just kind of But, I digress.
The the tissue injuries, as everyone calls it. Like, yeah. So it is.
Yeah,
It's frustrating to see
it is. But I
a
mean,
team like that.
you can say that for anybody whose
The
team
young
has
core, the young
issues.
core is a bright side in Boston.
Oh, absolutely. Because Anthony, once he's fully healthy, I think he's going to be a stud. Meyer is turning into a stud. He's great. Duran, if he can start hitting the ball for contact more and like putting the ball in play more, like getting that average up, I think that he's going to be just fine. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in just a minute because he's on the trade block, I think. But
Aaron Duran.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Future Dodger. Hey, young prospects coming back in return. I'm just saying.
Maybe so. We'll see. Central, top of the Central, we've got the Cleveland Guardians. I don't think that anyone's really surprised by that, just because the American League Central is usually like there's always like one team, and then there's everybody else,
Yep.
and it just kind of goes back and forth. Like last year it was the Tigers. The Tigers are second to last this year. Then a couple years ago it was the Twins, and then it was everybody else. But I feel like Cleveland is always at or close to the top. But now it's like the Guardians are the top, and then it's the White Sox right behind them. 33 and 29.
That's crazy.
I feel like that's mostly in part to guys like Murakami and some of their younger guys too, because you watch the White Sox play, they just have fun, and I think that that's like contributing a lot to their success. I saw someone else say it, and I'm going to repeat it. That is a ball club that they may not be like the best on paper, but those guys love each other. Like they have a great time. They go out there every single day. You got like on paper, you don't really have like the best talent, so to speak,
Yeah.
but like they have had their bright spots.
Dang. They got an 8-0 win over the Twins today.
There you go. See, all the more proof.
Boston's up 8-0 on the Orioles as well. Score update. Sorry.
Fantastic. The West. The Mariners. 3 games over 500. The Mariners, I don't really see them going super far.
They need to blow up that roster
Yeah,
for trades.
yeah. I think that like even though they're winning, they don't have the pieces for a long term success. Yes, you've got Rodriguez, you've got Raleigh, you've got Wu, Gilbert, all these guys that are good, not great. Because last year, perfect example, Cal Raleigh, his season,
An MVP.
unbelievable. I don't know about that. But, like, that's something you're never going to see again from a catcher. And if we do, it'll probably be him again. Because you don't have these, like, superstar catchers anymore. Because you've got catchers that are good at defense, you've got catchers that are good at offense. You don't have both. He's both. But then you look at him now, he just keeps getting hurt.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not sustainable.
It's a oblique injury. It's a quad contusion, a bad back, or something. It's a list of things.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a young core relatively young core in Seattle that you could get. You can get somebody to overpay for a guy like Cal Raleigh.
Oh, absolutely. And Julio Rodriguez is still young enough. You could get a good haul from him.
Julio
I
would be
don't know where he would end up,
yeah.
but someone could do something with him. They're followed by the Rangers, 30-31. Nothing super exciting. The Athletics, they're 2 games under 500, 2.5 games back from first place, 29-31. The Astros suck.
Terrible.
Yeah, not great. The Angels
Terrible.
are the Angels. What do you do about that? Moving to the National League, the Atlanta Braves, obviously, we love them.
Best team in baseball.
Best team in baseball, per most power rankings. And I don't think that that's an unpopular opinion. I think that they are the best team in baseball right now. If you look at their roster, they've got guys like Sale, Harris, Acuna, Olsen, like all these guys that are like, obviously all-star. I will give them all-star.
They are healthy. They are healthy.
That too. That is a miracle. They're all healthy
They're
at the
healthy.
right time. But asterisk. The point of what I'm saying here is I obviously I love the Braves. They're the National League team I root for. I've been rooting for them for years now. But I don't think that any of those guys are the guy. And what I mean by that, it's not a negative thing at all. What I mean by that is that they are successful because they're all good. They don't have one guy that is like, oh, we're just going to ride off of him. He's going to carry us, and that's just going to be that. We're just going to go off of his success. Olsen mashes. Acuna mashes. Pretty good with defense. His speed's coming back. It's not all the way there, but it's coming back.
Center field, locked down.
Echoing a little bit here.
Oh, my bad.
You're fine. Cut back here. So, yeah, Money Mike, Gold Glove in center field, having a fantastic offensive year. Pitching, Chris Sale is just like a fine wine, dude. He's getting better every year. I miss him in Boston, but I'm glad he's at least in Atlanta.
I forgot who the rookie was. Oh, Vaughn Grissom.
Oh, yeah. And then
he's now in Philly.
Yeah, he's whatever. The Red Sox front office is made up of cavemen. Anyways.
Yeah.
Chris Sale, 8-3, 2.01 ERA, 80 strikeouts across 11 starts. Whip under 1. I love to see it, having another Cy Young year. Ooh, let's talk about the Phillies for a second. How about the Phillies?
They fired their manager and then they turned into a rock star team.
That's exactly what I was alluding to. That makes no sense. So they start the year horribly. Fire their manager. Don Mattingly. Who saw that coming?
That is the craziest thing in the world.
And then Don Mattingly, he just wins, dude. I don't understand. Don Mattingly just
finds
wins.
a way to win.
It is unreal. Now, one interesting thing about the Phillies, they are 3 games over 500 right now. They're 32-29 as of this recording, but they have a negative run differential of 24.
It's not bad.
So they're winning, but they're not winning by much. And when they lose, they're losing by a lot.
Yeah.
Technically.
What did they do tonight?
And then let's talk about I think it's probably like our third favorite team to make fun of, the Mets. Trash. Terrible. Billionaire owner practically funds the team himself. 27-35, worst, maybe the 4th worst record in baseball. What?
The Phillies beat the Padres 3-2.
We'll get to the Padres in just a second too. Let's move to the Central real quick. So the National League Central is led by the Brewers. I don't think that anyone's really surprised by that. You got Yelich is having a resurgence. You've got a young core, Terang, Mizorowski. Mizorowski's practically untouchable.
Yeah. Did you see in
cut
the podcast,
that part out?
Did you see in his podcast that he did recently where he said he could hit 105 if he wanted to?
Mm-hmm. I did. I believe it.
I
fully believe it. I think that he could probably throw 106.
Dude.
I think that he could. But here's one of the rarest things. Everyone in the Central is positive. They're all over 500. Brewers 37-21, Pirates 33-28, Cardinals 31-28, Cubs 32-29, Reds 31-29. Every team in the Central is at least 2 games over 500.
What?
That doesn't happen.
No.
Then we'll round it off here with the Dodgers. Well, I mean, it's pretty much the West is pretty much the Dodgers and everybody else. But the Dodgers, if they don't succeed, something's wrong. It's just kind of the expectation that they're going to be perennial obviously the playoffs, obviously going to be like high playoff rounds, like championship series, World Series. It's for them, it's win or bust.
Yep.
And that's just how it's been. I don't think that they missed the playoffs a single time since like 2010. That's 16 straight years. And out of those, I think they've won the division at least. Don't quote me on this. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I think that out of that stretch, 16 years, I think that they've won the division like 12 times. That's another thing that just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. But they make it happen every year. And then second place, interestingly enough, the 2023 World Series runner-up Arizona Diamondbacks. What do you hear about the Diamondbacks?
They got one good player. Ketel Marte.
They've got Marte.
And
that's it.
who else? Let's look.
Let's take a look at the roster there.
Oh, I mean, you got Corbin Carroll, you got Geraldo Perdomo, you got Gabriel Morano.
Oh, Iliarmo Vargas. He's having a breakout year.
Dude, Ildemaro Vargas is going to be
I think that
stud.
he's going to be that guy. But, I mean, you look at the pitching.
They traded for Nolan Arenado in the offseason. I
They,
forgot about that.
Yeah, they did. Was that a trade or was that a sign?
I think it was like a sign and trade thing.
Either way, he's there now. He's having himself a great year. He hit the fastest grand slam in Major League history.
What?
So let me explain. So they were playing against the whoever Robbie Ray plays for. I don't even know who he's with now. If he's still with the Blue Jays, I guess. I don't know.
I think it is Blue Jays.
Let me look that up.
Yeah, it is Blue Jays. No.
No, he's with the Giants. Okay, so that makes
Yeah.
that make more sense. So
Makes a ton more sense.
6 pitches into the game, Arenado hits a grand slam. That has never happened before.
Ozzy!
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. 2-run tank by Ozzy Albies.
But you look at the Diamondbacks pitching staff. They don't have any names that are going to just jump off the page at you. Like their starting rotation is Eduardo Rodriguez, Mike Soroka, Ryan Nelson, Merrill Kelly, Zach Gallen. This is just another one of those cases where all of those guys are good, but none of them are like great. Don't get me wrong. I miss Erod. He was great with the Red Sox. But I don't know if he'd fit in the team right now. But, blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
He also got paid a lot of money to get bounced.
He did. So,
Oh, I stand
I
corrected.
don't blame him.
3-run bomb from Ozzy Albies.
Even better. All right. And then you round it off. It's pretty much the same as everyone else. We know the Giants suck. They're pretty much gonna keep sucking. That's just
Until they
just
get
is what it is.
Until they get some more talent to join them in San Francisco. But when you're pitted against the Dodgers in finances, you're gonna lose that battle every 99.9% of the time.
Yep.
Drop my the golf tee that I fiddle with.
Okay.
I mean, I want Tony to succeed out in San Francisco, but I don't think that fan base is going to give him time to try to get that franchise to where they want it to be.
Yeah.
It's just tough for a college coach, never had experience on the big stage. And the biggest stage, I mean, you won a natty, yes. But you're going into the professionals now where you can't go raw, college speak to motivate guys
Yeah.
like you did at UT.
Mm-hmm.
You can't walk to home plate and chest bump an umpire and get tossed out
Yeah.
of the game. Tossed out
Yeah.
of the game and not get suspended or fined like you can in the major leagues.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he did get suspended for the next game after he chest bumped the guy against Alabama.
I
But
mean, who's surprised by that though? I mean, he's a
he's a
great coach.
spitfire.
He's a hothead, but he's a great
He's
coach.
a spitfire.
But I think that his thing is that he just worked so well with the younger guys that I think that he is definitely still trying to figure out how to adjust to coaching older guys.
And I'm sorry, but if you look at that coaching staff, you can look on there and you can look at that hire and be like, oh, so you hired um, third base coach from the Braves, Ron Washington,
Hmm.
manager for the Astros, manager for the Angels for a year before the health. You've got, I forgot who else, but like there are Hall of Fame coaches on that staff right now that are just assistants, that
Yep.
are advisors to
Yeah.
Tony Vitello. And I'm like, okay, you have this core group, and you're trying to build around the shiny new T in Tony V. When you could have an older veteran coach that has a ton of experience and knows what he's doing, run the team. I'm gonna get off the soapbox about Tony V leaving UT to go to the pros.
I
Tony's built for college, not the pros.
it's
He should have stayed in college.
exactly.
Should have stayed in college.
I completely agree. And again, I don't think that he's a bad coach by any means. He's just having to adjust. Because it's like I was saying earlier, I don't think that the Giants came into this season with very high expectations as it was. They aren't blowing it up against any team. They're in the same division as the Dodgers, and the Diamondbacks, for some reason, are just having a
I don't
great
know
year.
how that works.
I mean, they're just having a great year as it is. But that's like, it just doesn't make sense because they shouldn't be giving him too much grief because they shouldn't have super elevated expectations as it is. Because this isn't the Giants team of the 2010s. You don't have Mad Bum, Buster Posey, Matt Cain, Tim Lincecum. You don't have these guys on that team or that caliber of talent on the team right now. I don't know what their farm system looks like. I can do some more research on that later. But as they are right now, they're just not good. I think that they could probably turn it around at some point. I don't know if they're going to finish over 500, but I think that if they do finish below 500, I don't think that it's going to be like 40 games under. Like, they're not going to blow it up like the White Sox did a couple years ago or the Royals with 100+ loss season. I don't think that, but it's just like it's the struggle of the division that they're in because the Dodgers are going to win the West. That's just a given. It's pretty much a race for second place. And that's going to be, like, most likely that's going to be between the Diamondbacks and the Padres. Realistically, that's just who makes the most sense. And then you've got the Rockies and the Giants. The Rockies have low expectations, but they've had low expectations for the last several years. And then now you've got the Giants who have low expectations now. It's a cycle. You know, they're not going to win every year. They're not going to be great every year. I'm a Red Sox fan. I know about cycles. We haven't done anything in 5 years. Prior to that, it was 3 years. Prior to that, it was 5 years. It's a cycle. It's just part of it. You know, I have no hatred towards San Francisco. I just don't think that they're good. So it's going to take them some time to figure some things out.
It's going to take any franchise that's going through another managerial change to get back on their feet, and a team that has been struggling for 12 years since they won it in 2014
Yeah.
with Posey and them. I'm surprised I knew that.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. Because you look at the 2010s, the 2010s were dominated by the Giants, the Red Sox, and the Cardinals. Because starting in 2010, it was Giants, Cardinals, Giants, Red Sox, Giants. 5-year span, it was those three teams. And then you've got the Royals, then the Cubs, then the Astros, then the Red Sox again. So it's like, it's a cycle. So the 2010s, it was those three teams primarily.
Yeah.
This year, or this decade, it's the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers. Because they won in 2020. You know, whatever. And then they won it last year. And they're probably going to win it again this year. That's just...
Not if the Braves have anything to say about it.
I understand the hope. But,
Yeah, but
unfortunately,
Best
realistically,
odds right now. Odds to win it is
it's still the Dodgers.
it's still Dodgers.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, but, you know, that's just going to be what it is. But, you know, they'll be fine. Just let him settle in, give him a year. 'Cause what's his contract? 3 years? 2 years? Something like
I
that?
think it's 5.
5? Okay, so that's even better. It'll give him plenty of time. But I don't know. I think that's all he needs. I think he just needs to settle in. Once he gets his bearings on his team, I think the Giants will be fine. I don't think they'll win the World Series with him, but I think that they can win a few ball games. I think that's going to be the best that they can expect.
I think they can, and like, I'm gonna say, I think like here in a couple of years he could have them, if they get the talent, if they get everything to gel. I think he could have them back in, I would say, almost a wild card spot.
I'm talking about this year?
No, like in the future,
Oh, yeah, okay.
the future.
Yeah.
not this year. This year, no.
No, not this year. That is very wishful thinking.
It was. It's hopeful
Mhm.
thinking, because I do want my former coach to succeed. But the realistics are not in our not in his favor. With how
No.
things are going in San Francisco this year,
No.
especially starting after watching the opening night game on Netflix and them getting crushed 7-0, and then 5-1, and then 6-0
Yeah.
in 3 games. But it's also Yankees, so
Yeah, and then, you know, the whole math about the Yankees. The Yankees can't beat a team over 500. Whatever.
which I don't think they're beating a team over. They are losing to a team over 500 right now. Where
Who are they playing?
currently the Guardians.
Yeah, they're over 500. So, I
By
don't...
3 games.
Yeah, they're not going to win that series. Especially if they lose tonight, then they're not going to win the series.
Top 8. Oh no. It is top 8. 2 on, 1 out. Runners in third and second for Reese Hoskins, who has a home run tonight.
It's crazy. All right. We'll talk about a couple trades here, and then we will wrap it up. We've got. I'll just do like the top 5 here. Starting from the bottom here, we've got Ryan Jeffers, catcher from the Twins, having himself a year. I don't really know, just offhand, who's really in need of a catcher, because the Twins are obviously going to be sellers at the deadline. They have very low expectations, but let's see who we got. So a lot of people are saying that he's only going to be a rental, like someone you just bring in for the rest of the year. If you make the playoffs, great. If not, whatever. But one of the possible landing spots is Atlanta.
What?
they might move him if if the Braves end up with him, he will be the number 2 behind Drake Baldwin.
Behind Baldwin,
I'll
yeah.
tell you why. Because Murphy can't stay healthy.
Yeah, he's got a broken pinky.
Exactly. Couple other spots. The Athletics, he'd be the number 2 to Langoliers. Toronto, the number 2 behind Kirk. I mean, the number.
I mean, you can't really move a guy like that unless you package him with someone.
Yeah, I don't think that he would be on his own.
Another name that is being thrown around for the Atlanta Braves is Byron Buxton.
Really?
People are thinking Buxton is going to.
Well, okay. I mean, that's not a terrible move. I'd be very curious as to what they'd have to give up to get him, and they don't need him.
They don't need him, but it would be one of those it'd be another puzzle piece. Oh, hey Acuna, if you want to play DH, we can move Money Mike to right field. Money Mike, if your oblique is still strained, we don't want you running around in center all this time. Hey, we've got a guy.
Okay.
We got a guy that is an elite outfielder.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I can see that.
And also, you could shore up left field.
True, because they don't really have a standout left fielder.
I think your left fielder currently is Dubon.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's fine.
Yastrzemski.
He's not an all-star. Yastrzemski, he's usually a bench guy, or he's a if they go against a righty, I think he's in their lineup. But I don't think that either one of those guys are all-star, superstar level.
Yeah, your left fielder is Yastrzemski, is Yaz.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's good. He's having a fine year. But if I'm given the option between Buxton and Yaz, I'm taking Buxton.
Give me Byron.
Yeah, 100%.
His bat is on fire right now too.
Yeah, he's hot right now.
He is a hot commodity.
Right, here's the next one. Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara?
I say
Regardless.
Alcantara.
Either way.
Yeah.
4.66 ERA, 52 strikeouts across his starts. I mean, he hasn't been bad, but
he's been good.
he's been solid. He's another case. Good pitcher on a bad team. Paul Skeens, Chase Burns, Garrett Crochet. These guys, they're the shiniest turd.
What'd you say?
Don't make me repeat that.
The
The shiniest turd. He's on top of the giant pile. You seen Jurassic Park 3? He's the poo on top of the pile. You know what I'm saying? So he's not great. He's not gonna blow you away. He'll probably be a 3 or a 4 wherever he ends up. And some of the teams that are looking at making a deal for him are Houston, St. Louis, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. Oh my gosh. Compose yourself.
Sorry, I can't. Shiniest turd in the pile.
You know what I'm saying. That's just the metaphor I was able to come up
Could have
with.
said shiniest tool in the shed.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Shiniest car on the lot.
Sure.
More
Sure. Yeah, if we're gonna call him a car, he's a 2024 Honda Accord.
Yeah,
You'll get a bunch of innings out of him, but you're not gonna be blown away by his performance. That's a lot better. I like that more than the turd. All right. Moving on.
But,
Araldis? Huh?
I mean, going back to Sandy, Atlanta throw a few of your not so good prospects at him at the Marlins?
Yeah, but do you want another pitcher?
I would try to be like, hey, Miami, we'll give you J.R. Ritchie And what?
Hey, Miami.
Yeah, hey Miami. We'll give you J.R. Ritchie and a few other prospects for I don't know your starting shortstop Otto Lopez. Oh, we'll throw Hassan Kim in there for Otto Lopez and Sandy.
I don't think that they're going to give Kim up. They're paying too much for him, and they just picked them up. Actually, I don't think that they could anyways because he's in the first year of a new contract. I think that that's how that works.
Year. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, he re-signed for 20.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's one of those. I think it's one of those deals that's like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sign him just because he had a good year when he finished up with you all last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a down year, but.
But I mean, still, $20 million a year. That's not something that a lot of teams are going to want to just pick up.
That's not something. Is it Antonopoulos?
Antonopoulos, yeah.
Antonopoulos. That recently you've never seen him do contract wise.
Yeah. No, he's not one to go out and give those hundreds of millions of dollars contracts. He's a lot more reasonable.
Yeah, that's why they've been able to keep that core Braves team, except Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie leaving was his agent's fault. That doesn't fall on Freddie.
That's why he fired him.
Yeah.
That's why he fired him. So,
but
were you gonna say Aroldis Chapman?
Aroldis Chapman.
No shot.
He's on the block. I think that the Red Sox are going to end up being sellers this year. That's why guys like Chapman, Duran, guys like that, they're on the block because
Garrett Crochet.
They're not going to trade Crochet. He's on the untouchables. They're not going to do anything with him. But Chapman, 0.51 ERA. A whip under 0.9.
Second best reliever in the league right now.
Behind
Rysell.
Anyways. So shut up. So a couple teams that want Chapman are teams that he's actually already played for. He's been a little bit of a journeyman the last few years, but a couple that stand out are the Pirates and the Cubs.
Interesting.
Yeah, both teams in the Central.
I definitely would have thought I would have heard like, oh, the Dodgers, oh, the Yankees,
no.
oh, this, oh, that.
The Dodgers, they don't need him. They won't want him, and they won't want to pay him because, dude, they're already way above what they should be paying a lot of their guys. Like, I think that what they should have done was the Dodgers should not have signed Tanner Scott.
That was a waste.
That was a terrible signing. They shouldn't have given Kyle Tucker nearly as much money as they did.
Nope.
They should not have done what they did with Shohei's contract, like for the thought of long-term success.
Yeah.
Because once Shohei starts to hit, because he inevitably will, every player does. Once he starts that slow decline, they're gonna realize, oh my gosh, we have $1 billion wrapped up in this guy that we're gonna have to pay pretty much all at once, or they're just gonna have to keep paying him for the rest of his life. Bobby Bonilla. But it just doesn't make sense. I think that contract is ridiculous, and they should have tried to get someone like Chapman because he had a good year last year. That's why the Sox got him back. But instead, they went for guys like Diaz, who is he's dealing with his own thing.
I'm gonna say it. He probably going to jail.
He is. He's gonna be playing for the prison lot team.
He's gonna be playing for the Southside inmates.
Yeah. Tanner Scott sucks. Blake Trinan,
great injury prone,
getting
Tanner
old.
Scott, great year last year towards the end of the season.
Yep.
They thought they found a diamond in the rough. Traded for him, I think.
No, they signed him as a free agent.
No, they signed him as free
because
agent.
His contract was up in Miami.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
But
Um,
I mean, they've got guys like Vesia. They've got great pitching. They don't need another pitcher.
Emmett Sheehan, Warbolowski,
Exactly. Like you've got great young
Warbleski, sorry.
pitchers, and they don't need Chapman. So I'm happy that we still have him. I I don't expect him to be on the team at the end of the year. I don't know where he's going to end up, but I don't think it's going to be with the Sox.
I don't want it to be New York.
It won't be New York. They've got too much money tied up in their relievers too. And we'll skip over Freddie Peralta just because we're already at almost an hour and a half, so I'm going to have to do
That's a
a lot of editing. But the top trade is looking to be Tarek Skubal.
dude.
Can I have this?
I guess.
It's $30.
Yeah.
Okay, because I need some cash for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, just take it off whatever you give me whenever you give it to me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, top trade is looking to be Tarek Skubal.
Dude, I think he's just. He wants to be gone. I think
He's
done in
miserable.
Detroit.
He's miserable.
Even though Detroit won 8 to whatever today over whoever they played.
Yeah. But I mean,
I mean, that is a young team. I mean, you got Framber Valdez, Casey Mize, Troy Melton. They got a reliever ace in. I mean, I wouldn't say Kenley's an ace because he does love to give up home runs.
yeah.
But, I mean, Finnegan's having a year.
Mm-hmm.
Brant Hunter. They've got Flaherty, if you need him. So I mean, I would just if I'm. Where's the best landing spot? Speaking of like on trades for him. Don't say Atlanta. Don't say Atlanta. Because I don't know who you give up. Who do you give up? Strider? J.R. Ritchie?
I don't think that the Braves would give Strider up, but I don't think that they would not
Not give
consider
up
Richie. Because, I mean, you've got that good 1-2 punch. You've got Sale Strider. Those guys are obviously great. Now that
Strider's also getting healthy.
He is. He's still
getting
coming off
back.
that injury. He's coming back. I don't think that he's ever going to be back to like his old self just because of the injuries like stringing together the way that they did. I think that he's going to be fine. I don't think that he's going to be like blowing him out of the water like he was, but I think that he's going to be good. I like he's a solid even if Strider doesn't stay with the team, he is good enough to be an ace on half of the teams in the league. And if he's not the
stay
ace, if he can stay healthy, but if he's not the ace, he's a solid 2-3 guy, pretty much anywhere else. But if they get Skubal, then you're gonna have to figure out who's gonna be the guy. Is it gonna be Sale or is it gonna be Skubal?
I mean, as of right now, I think Sale's your guy. Is the guy.
Okay,
He is your guy that you.
I have to pee so bad.
It has to be Sale. Oh, speaking of Chris Sale, that new card.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to go with Sale. I think Sale has to be your guy because you're bringing basically. I think if you're the Braves and you trade for him, you give up. Let me flip over to their roster. You give up a guy. You'd have to give up like Schwellenbach.
Yeah, like I don't think that Detroit takes a trade from Atlanta that doesn't involve at least one other pitcher.
Yeah. Give up Schwellenbach. You give up Richie, and you throw in a few other prospects. I don't want them to give up. Where's the rookie that everyone's fallen in love with? Fuentes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't lose him.
No. Well, I mean, if the Tigers are looking to start another rebuild,
Yeah.
then they're gonna want young guys. So Fuentes might, like in that situation, he might be on the block.
Which sucks.
But with that being said, that pretty much eliminates several guys. Sale, obviously, he's untouchable, but he's also almost 40. You don't, as good as he is, you don't start a rebuild with a 40-year-old player.
No.
That just doesn't happen. And then Schwellenbach, he's decent.
prone.
He's good,
He's injury
yeah,
prone.
but he gets hurt relatively frequently. Who else did you say?
You got. I mean, you got nobody. You got Strider. You got.
Strider. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Strider, he's still relatively young when it comes to like thinking of like a pitcher, but he's another case. He's just kind of injury prone. It's not that he gets like catastrophically hurt. Like he's not out for a full season year over year, but he has these stints, like these short stints where he's on the IL. It's like, oh, here's this injury. He's on the 15-day. Oh, here he's back. Great. He gets 2 starts. Oh, he re-aggravated his injury. Here's another 30 days.
He needs to go and clean. He needs an elbow cleanup because loose fragments of tendon is loose in there.
Yeah.
And that puts him out for almost the year.
Mhm.
Well, last year he was never going to come back in the first place.
No.
The Braves were just god awful.
Yeah, that
And
would have been pointless.
They ran into the injury bug
Mm-hmm.
to begin the year. You lose Riley, you lose Acuna, you lose Sale to a broken rib on a diving play.
Yeah.
That was a fluke accident. Schwellenbach blows out his knee somehow in spring training.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. It is a very tough ordeal. But if I had to pick the guys that I would offer, I would say give Scooble and try to work your way. I mean, if Antonopoulos is smart enough, try to work in and get Kinley if they're willing. Can you? Okay, you're the brainiac. Can you trade draft picks?
Technically, I'm pretty sure you can, but when it comes to the MLB, draft picks aren't nearly as important as they are in like the NBA or the NFL. Like if you have the number 1 pick, great. There's been a lot of great number 1 overall picks, but you've got guys that were drafted in like the 8th round or the 3rd round or something like this, picks like 100 plus that just turn into superstars. And then you've got guys who were drafted number 1 overall that they get
Sometimes don't.
maybe a couple starts in the MLB. Like a good example of that, I'm Mark Appel. What do you know about Mark Appel as a above casual baseball fan? Exactly. I think he was the number 1 pick for. He was a number 1 pick for the Astros, I think in like 2013 or 2014. Never panned out. Now you never hear about him unless you're talking about busts. Because he was a bust. But I mean, getting back to school, you know, a couple other spots it says Toronto, the Cubs, the Dodgers.
What?
Yeah, just wait, it gets better.
Yankees.
The Yankees are on there, and the Padres. I don't, I don't hate the idea. This kind of goes with how I feel about him going to the Braves too. It's like I don't hate the idea of him going there, but I don't know what it would take to get him there.
The Padres really don't have anyone.
No, they
And you
don't
can-
because Tatis is he's
Unless the farm system is out of this world, which I don't think it is.
it's not anymore. They used to have the best farm system for several years. They started bringing guys up, they started trading guys away, but now I think it's fine,
Yeah.
but I don't think that they have enough in the tank to like fuel several more years of consistent success. I mean, you look at the guys that they have. Tatis, almost 60 games without a home run.
Until like what, 2 nights ago?
Yeah, it was very recently. And then Jackson Merrill, he's
Good.
fine, but he's having himself a little bit of a down year.
Yeah.
But, you know, all things considered, he's decent, but he's not. I don't think that he is good enough on his own to use as a piece to get Scooble to the Padres.
Yeah.
And then you can do the same thing. You talking about the Yankees getting him. Who would the Yankees have to give up to get Scooble?
I know exactly who they'd have to give up.
I have a thought too. Who do you think?
It'd have to be Cam Schlittler.
Oh,
It'd have to
okay.
be Cam Schlittler. It'd have to be Schlittler.
I was going to take
Also-
that a different direction.
Also, the Yankees lose
Good. Good.
5-4.
I was going to say Max Fried.
Oh.
I think they would.
For an elite starter would be. That's
Because
not-
Fried's coming off. He's going to be coming off an injury. Scooble is still hurt. But, I mean, you look at it. That's a lefty for a lefty. I think they're both around the same age. I think Fried's in his 30s. I think Scooble is almost 30 if he's not already. And then you would probably have to give up someone else, but I don't think that it would have to be like a superstar. Like I don't think you're going to have to give up Schlittler or Ben Rice. But I don't think that they would be hurting if the Yankees gave up Fried and like Dominguez or Fried and Wells. You know,
who's the other their other left fielder that they always is it Spencer Jones?
Spencer Jones, yeah. Well,
think you'd-
I don't know.
I think a package would have to be dealt with. I think you do have to throw in a young arm. Also, Scooble is only 29 years old.
Okay, so I knew he was like still relatively young. But yeah, I didn't think about Spencer Jones because Jones, they just called him up. He's doing okay. I don't think that he's like, I don't think he's blowing it up yet, but I think they expect him to. But at the same time, you have to think too is like they're kind of in a similar situation as the Dodgers. They're pretty much
Yeah.
World Series or bust.
Yeah.
So they're going to want to keep those young talents that are doing so well. Ben Rice, Schlittler, Spencer Jones, these guys, like, they want to
Jason
keep
Dominguez
them.
and all that.
Yeah, like, they want to keep those guys because they can see that they are successful or will be successful. But I don't think that they would use those as trade pieces. I think that they would have to give up, like, a true veteran and maybe a couple prospects.
Max Fried is 32 years old.
Okay. That's yeah, they're relatively close in age then. But I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
I just I if I'm leaning towards a deal getting done for him, I mean, I could I don't know who the Dodgers would give up. The Dodgers probably just give up anybody at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. They have
To get
so
an
many
arm
tools.
Like him. To get an arm like him, I mean, you'd have to throw in one of your young guys like Orbileski, Sheehan, and then probably their top prospect that got injured by the bat dog at their minor league team.
I'm not laughing because he got hurt. His injury is obviously serious, and I wish him a good recovery. Yeah, it's just
How it happened.
I guarantee if there's not already, there's gonna be talks about getting rid of that dog. Not like putting him down, but
Like,
not having a
removing
bat
him
dog.
from- honestly, Roki Sasaki. Give up Roki.
Yeah.
Give up Orbileski, and a few guys that are not on the main stage yet for him.
Yeah, because I mean, like Roki has unlimited potential, but he's in a starting rotation just the same as Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow. So he's gonna be in the starting rotation, but he's gonna be towards the tail end of it. He's still young, but he's so good. He's got, like I said, he's got so much potential. He just can't stay healthy enough to fully utilize all of it. So, I I agree. I think that putting Roki in a trade package would get you Scooble. I would just be curious as to what else it would take to get him. Because I don't think they're obviously not going to do like a 1-to-1
Yeah.
Roki for Tarek. That's just not going to happen. Because if it does, then that just means that someone's getting fleeced. But I could see it. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I could see it.
Like, you got a few other young pieces that you could also throw in, like Jack Dreyer, or somebody like that. But I mean, going back to the Atlanta thing, though, I don't know. Like, I don't know who you'd give up. That's the thing. Like, just looking at the roster.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, it would have to be. Gosh, I would hate to say this, but you might have to give up somebody like, like an Ozzy Albies, or someone like that.
I would hate to see it, but
I mean,
I
anything
don't
to
think
get
it's
an
out of the
arm.
question.
But for an arm like that, it would basically you take a guy that's replaceable in Ozzy. I love Ozzy, and then you get an all-star arm and you plug him into a rotation that already has Chris Sale and Strider. Your games 1, 2, and 3 are set.
That is if there's a big if he comes back this year.
Yeah.
I think that they're still relatively on the fence about it. I don't know how his recovery is going. I don't really keep up with it. But I know that I have seen a couple people say it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that he's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Which obviously that would suck, and that would really, really hurt his trade chances. But, obviously that would be the best for him. You want him to come back 100%, regardless of who he plays for. He's going to bring value to whatever team he ends up on, be it going back to Detroit, ending up in Atlanta, LA, New York, wherever. He's going to bring a lot of value to that team. He's a Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
And was on pace to probably win it again this year. But I don't know. You just have to weigh your options, and I don't know. I wouldn't be upset by it, but I don't see how he ends up on the Braves unless they give up
Somebody.
big pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you never know. We're still how many days away from the trade deadline? Like, if you can search that up real quick.
It is August 3rd, so we are exactly 2 months away.
Golly.
So
Anything can happen
there's
in 2 months.
a lot of things can happen in
A
2
lot
months.
can happen in 2 months.
And there's been a lot of trades already happened that aren't getting headlines. Like, I think that the Twins and the Blue Jays made a deal recently for a pitcher, like a prospect and a pitcher. You're not going to hear about that because, no one outside of those fan bases,
yeah.
there's not going to be a lot of people that are like, oh, I wonder what's happening in Toronto. I wonder what's happening in Minnesota. Like, these are two teams that are like mid at best. Like, no one cares outside of those fan bases, especially for who it was.
The Braves traded Jonah Heim for cash considerations.
Exactly.
To bring back Sean Murphy.
Exactly.
Just to put him back on the IL.
Yeah, and that's why I think that the Braves could seriously make a move for a catcher because I don't know what their farm system looks like in the way of catchers, but it's like we talked about a little bit ago. I don't think that getting Jeffers would be a bad idea because he would bring the value, but obviously he's a rental, so you wouldn't want to give up like a ton of talent for him. Like you're not going to give up an Ozzy Albies for a Ryan Jeffers. That's not going to happen. No. So you would give up maybe a low-tier bench guy and maybe a prospect.
Sandy Leon.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they won't give up Sandy.
No, I don't think they will.
Sean Murphy.
If they want to get rid of Sean Murphy, I'll pack his bags myself. I'm not going to lie. I'm ready to get rid of his contract. He is not good anymore. He is past his prime.
Yeah, when they traded for him and Matty Ice, everybody thought it was a great, like, that deal was going to be insane. Like, it was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
It has worked for the Matty Ice part, but the Sean Murphy side of it has not worked out too well.
No. He's very streaky. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. I don't think that he is the worst catcher in the league. I don't think that. But he isn't even... I wouldn't put him top 20. If he's in the top 20, he's at 20. Mm-hmm. Like that's just how that is. I think that they would be better off just letting him walk, trading him, DFA, do anything else other than keep him around. I mean, that's how I feel about several guys for the Red Sox, but we're looking to wrap this up here in the next couple minutes, so I won't get on my soapbox for that one. So,
we'll save that for another day.
We'll save that for the next one, yeah. But
I
don't know. Got any closing thoughts? Anything?
Not really, but I think this is going to be a start of a fun journey in this podcast between us.
Oh, dude, I'm excited.
This is I had a blast doing this.
I'm having fun with this. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah. So
all right.
Definitely going to have to get some people on, too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So. We'll get Parker on here.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
All right. Yeah. Well, for the next episode, we're going to wait, obviously, a few days, maybe a week, just depending on schedules and everything. So we will come back. We'll talk some more about the finals, how those are going, or, if they're over with by now. We'll keep keeping track of some of these trade rumors in the MLB. We'll keep, pardon me, cut that part out. We'll keep keeping track of how our teams are doing, how Boston's doing, how Atlanta's doing. Obviously, expectations are higher on one end than the other.
42 tonight.
They did 42, best record in baseball. And then we'll probably just start coming up with other segments. We'll have a topic, slap a topic, right here. The Giants are going to win the World Series next year.
Never.
No. But we'll come up with
different
something.
Topic.
Yeah,
options,
we'll come up with something.
Things so. But yeah.
All right. Well, if you got nothing else, I got nothing else. So we'll go ahead and sign off. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.